executives and flutter up into the darkness, disappearing into the steel and concrete roof of Earl's Court. It'll probably sound fine on television, though. I lean back in my chair, away from my cold, untouched dinner, salmon, broccoli and new potatoes, and pinch the bridge of my nose. I inhale hard, and there's a pop in my ears as the rock of coke dislodges and shoots down the back of my throat, pleasingly strong and bitter. I loosen my tie and wash the glob of Chang down with lukewarm Chardonnay and pretend to listen to De Soto while I scan the crowd for someone better to talk to. Lucien Grange from Polydor, Keith Blackhurst from Deconstruction, Nancy Berry from Virgin, Colin Bell from London Records, and Matt Jagger. Ferdy Unger Hamilton from Go Beat is talking to Derek, Pete Tong, and some guy from Ireland. Unger Hamilton has his arm around Gabrielle, has statuette for Best British Female Artist on the table in front of them. Rob Stringer is laughing his head off as he talks to one of the guys from the Manic Street Preachers, their awards on the table next to them. Frank Skinner, Vinnie Jones, Simon Cowell from BMG, some soap star, one of the Train-Spotting guys, and Jerry Halliwell. The singer from Cooler Shaker and Sony's Muff Winwood. Jerry from the Spice Girls totters by, a bottle of champagne in one hand and the cheeks of her massive arse spilling out of the bottom of her ludicrous Union Jack mini-dress she wore for their performance. I wave to some girl I vaguely recognise, Anita or something. I think she's an A&R coordinator over at BMG. She's wearing a tight black dress, kind of Chinese style with gold patterning, split right to the top of her thigh and slashed deeply between her breasts. Her hair is cut in a short bob. Normally she dresses kind of indie, I guess. T-shirts, trainers, jeans. She waves back, blows me a kiss. Hello. Oi, loser! Trellick claps me on the leg, shouting over the music. Listen! This is good. I turn back and lean in between Trellick and De Soto. Behind them, Ross, our head of marketing, and Waters are heckling the Bee Gees. Ross is in his early 30s, tall with a business-like crew cut. Right. Strap yourself in, De Soto says, leaning forward. De Soto, a lawyer, a friend of Trellick's, is coke-sweating, his rugby player bulk straining against the seams of his suit. His fine brown hair is shorter now than it used to be. Until a few years back he kept it pretty long, but he felt, rightly, as he approached 50, that it was getting a bit undignified. De Soto went to Harrow, then the bar, then briefly the city. When he figured out that life in the square mile meant that you had to get up in the morning and actually work for a living, he soon gravitated towards music industry law. He made a fortune. Then he lost it. A couple of weeks ago, I put an ad in Music Week for a new PA. You're firing Sophie? No. Listen, Trellick says. I put the ad in and made it non-specific, De Soto continues. It just said, major music industry lawyer 6PA, blah, blah, blah. The response is off the fucking scale. I get something like 50 replies in 48 hours. Sensational, says Trellick. So I go through the CVs, checking out the dates of birth to make sure they're all under 30, and ring 6 of them back. But you're flying blind at this point, no? I say. Correctos. But you have to figure out that out of 6, at least one of them is going to be doable, no? We both nod. So I arrange for them to come in for interviews, different days, all at the close of business around 5:30. Now, he pushes his glass towards Trellick, who's pouring the 3 of us more champagne. I kick off by saying to them that I'm really sorry, but it looks like I won't have a job to offer anymore. Why not? Oh, he waves a hand. Because my original PA just decided that day to stay on. A bit of breath flies past me. Ross. But, I intone slowly, beginning to see where De Soto is going with this. You've got it. But she's probably going to leave in about 6 months, so if they'd still like to have a chat, then in the future, who knows? Good work. Continue, says Trellick, emptying the bottle and upending it in the ice bucket. By this time, it's after 6, so Sorry, I interrupt. What's the quality like? Astonishingly high. Out of 6, there's only 1 monster, 2 are doable, and 3 of them are sensational. Fucking result. So, it's after 6 now. Suddenly, thankfully, the Bee Gees finish playing, and Ben Elton walks back on and starts crapping away. De Soto lowers his voice a little. It's after 6, so I play the "Shall we go over to the pub for a chat" card. Not one of them, not one, says no. So how many did you fuck? 3. 2 of them played the boyfriend card.